And I'm genuinely scared that I'm going to end up alone forever.
I'm stupid.
Something's dripping down my leg. Something's coming out of me. Oh, I hope he didn't finish in me. I'm not on any contraception. I can't remember. Oh, shit.
Is nobody out there looking for commitment anymore? Is there nobody out there wanting to meet somebody and stay with them for eternity?
The only type of man you should date is a respectful man with money.
Stay in your feminine energy and do not message them, okay? I don't care how much you fancy them, right? Do not message them. You are a prize to be won.
What is the first word that comes to your mind when you look at me?
So I have been on lots of dates, and I have, like, slept around a bit as well. And if anything, like, that's a compliment to my boyfriend, because I was looking for a partner. Like, I was taking it really seriously.
Why I'm never good enough? They all leave. Why I'm never pretty enough, funny enough, smart enough? Why I'm never worth it?
So I heard that you had it very tough and hard at work. Is that right? Because I can help.
When people are hating on me for the way I make my money, that's fine, but, like, you're on benefits, do you know what I mean?
Random men who are trying to get to know you will be like, oh, so what do you do? I suffer.
I honestly think at this point my taste in men needs to be studied. Because why do I always go for men that I just shouldn't? Like, I should not go for them at all. Like, the red flags are out. Bunting is lining the streets like it's the World Cup, and I'm just sat there like, give me more. I honestly feel like my taste in men is a form of self-harm at this point, and I need to be stopped. I have to be stopped.
This proves that women don't know how to choose the right men. But when we tell them to pick better, they turn around and still try to blame men. It's really satisfying when these modern women tell on themselves.
They can't help themselves.
I don't like showing up before the guy on the first date, so I always wait to get a text. And, like, if they wait to text me until they get there, then I'm not leaving until you're there. Until you got there already, sorry. And then I'll just be like, oh, I was running late. Meanwhile, I was waiting to call the Uber. Because I was like, I'm not going to call the Uber until I know you're en route or there. And sorry, I guess that makes me late, but, like, a lady is allowed to be a little late on the first date. And if you disagree, then we're not friends.
She doesn't leave until the man confirms that he's there because she's been stood up so many times by Chad Roan. She's trying to make sure it doesn't happen again. If a man arrived 30 minutes late, she wouldn't want to speak to him afterwards. They have rules for themselves, but different rules for men. I hope sometime in the future, a guy tells her that he's there, and when she shows up, he's nowhere to be found.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
So I've now come to a realisation that I hate men. I hate men. Like, I really do. Like, I'm about to get me a couple cats and a couple more cats and live happily ever after with my cats. Because how are you going to spin the block like that? Like, literally, who have I upset? Like, why am I just getting L after L after L? Like, it doesn't make sense now. I could write a book about my fucking life. I could write a bestseller book.
I think it's total madness that these women can plainly say they hate men and still try to have relationships with them. I acknowledge that there's only a few decent rare women left, and the majority of them are 304s, but I would never say I hate them.
That goes a little too far.
Look, whenever a man texts me and says, I hope you have a good day, I hope you have a good week, I hope that you shut the fuck up. You right there. Get out of my face. Get out of my phone. Like, put some effort. Actually try to make me have a good day. You know what I mean? Like, send me a coffee. Can you send me flowers? Can you send me you? Can you send me food? Bro, you telling me I hope you have a good day doesn't... Why would I have a good day just because you say that? Actually, you just pissed me off. Now you just pissed me off. My day went from bad to worse. I'm infuriated, you know? And then another thing that irritates me with that is that my day starts at 5 a.m. And me even getting a text is rare, but it's never, like, why don't y'all text me that at 5 a.m.? You text me that at 2 p.m., bitch, the day is halfway over. Why are you lazy? Why am I working harder than you? And you're the man. I've had enough. I can't do this no more with y'all. Look, I look different from both sides. Look at me right here. Now look. My day just got worse. My day just got worse.
Regardless of what a man does, this woman will never be satisfied. This reminded me of a comment left on the channel from yesterday's video. Airthrow, DBT writes, "The woman complaining about mowing her own lawn, as soon as she gets a husband, she will start browbeating him for not doing more inside chores. Studies show all outside chores are not seen by women. The goalposts are always shifting and men are starting to wise up. This is 100% true. Some of them are just never satisfied and they will continue to demand more from you until you have nothing left. A decent woman tends to appreciate her man for what he is already doing, and then it compels him to do much more. Modern 304s don't understand that though.
They're lost! I was on a first date with a guy who brought up at least 6 or 7 times how he was no longer centering physical beauty in his search for a partner because in the past, he's tried to find the hottest girl that he could. He's pursued the most beautiful woman that he could pursue, but that hasn't meant there was an emotional connection or a mental connection. He explained to me how he has come to realize after reflection that an emotional connection and a mental connection are really important for sustaining a long-term relationship, which is what he ultimately wants, because beauty fades, looks fade, those other qualities, those can help sustain attraction. The first time he said this, I thought, wow, that's so amazing. That's great. As he kept saying it though, it started reading as a truth that he was still learning to accept. You know when you're saying affirmations to yourself and you're like, the best is yet to come, but it's because you don't really consciously believe that yet or subconsciously. That was what it started feeling like. And it, at a point, it was difficult being on the other side of the table of someone who was in the thick of deprioritizing the hottest woman by conventional beauty standards, because I start wondering, do you think that I'm physically attractive? You know? Like, and I have my own insecurities, and that would play into this for sure. So that wasn't, what he was saying was not about me at all. But I think even the most secure woman, the most like self-esteem woman, and I'm not that, especially not in this season of my life. I've got a lot of insecurities right now that are like right here. Because as a woman who dates men, like I want to feel like the guy who's going out with me is like, thinks I'm beautiful and is physically attracted to me. I don't want to feel like he is settling for someone because it's easy to talk to me, you know, or I'm very smart.
Trust a woman to take this the wrong way. It's actually a good thing that he is starting to see that it's more important to look for qualities in women instead of just looking for the hottest woman he could find. But because she is so insecure, she took it the wrong way. If he did not think she was attractive enough, he probably would not have met her to begin with. She said she doesn't want to be with a guy who thinks she's easier to talk to, or because she's really smart.
Boy, she really is dumb.
Comment and subscribe to support the algorithm. Until next time.